Hello everybody, this is Mike Prey with Keller Williams Realty with your monthly update through September of 2023. We're in early October right now. I've been being asked a couple of questions. Are we in a buyer's market right now? There certainly is a shift on, and I want to share four national statistics with you that will help kind of frame this in a little bit as we talk about it. Mortgage rates, as many of you know or saw, hit a 20-year high in September at an average of 7.31%. There were some higher and some lower. Wells Fargo, for example, is quoting 7.6% right now, currently in early October, and that's with paying some points. So they'd probably be around 7.8 without points. So that's number one, mortgage rates hitting a 20-year high, continuing to rise. We're not really, it was projected that we would see some interest rate relief in the fourth quarter, and that doesn't really look like it's going to happen. It doesn't look like we're going to see any kind of relief through the rest of this year, probably into next year, maybe even until we approach the election, although that is a projection, and as we've seen, projections don't always come true. But it doesn't look like we're going to get any mortgage interest rate relief anytime soon. So we've got a plan on those higher mortgage rates being a part of what we're looking at going forward. Second, median sales prices nationwide were up 3%. Now, they were down in 9 major metropolitan areas. 5 of those were in Texas. Dallas and Fort Worth both saw a drop in the median sales price. And that's going to vary from suburb to suburb, city to city, neighborhood to neighborhood, but the trend overall, at least nationwide, is up. Hyper locally here, say in the North Fort Worth area, the median sales price month over month was up 6.3% at $404,000. But year over year was down 2.7% it was $415,000 this time last year. So we're seeing trends slightly up. Sales prices are continuing to be supported, but we're seeing them drop in certain areas, so it's spotty across the Metroplex. Number 3, 1 in 15 homes in September had a price reduction, which is a pretty high percentage. And what that means is that people are still expecting major price acceleration, and are not seeing what's happening in the market with a cooling in the acceleration of prices, and in some areas even dropping. Number 4, 15.7% of contracts or homes under contract canceled last month. The 2 largest reasons were discussions over repairs, and also higher than expected insurance rates were the number 1 and number 2 reasons for that, and then the normal reasons followed. But those are kind of 4 interesting statistics, and what do those mean to you? Well, if you're a buyer, what we're seeing is that if you're waiting for the interest rates to come down, you're probably not going to get in the market, and you may see, depending on where you are and where you're trying to buy, you may see prices continue to increase. So the recommendation is to go find a home and then negotiate. Go and find a home and negotiate. There are negotiations possible now depending on how the home is priced. Second, you want to decide what you want to negotiate. Do you want to negotiate a seller contribution to help you buy down the interest rate for a couple of years? You can save a lot of money doing that on a 2-1 buy down or something like that. Or do you want to negotiate in price reduction, or do you want to negotiate in repairs? What is it that is most important to you? And that will that will depend on, go by home to home and circumstance by circumstance, but that's something that you want to decide depending on your particular situation. Third, you want to go at more and more buyers are seeing that the higher interest rates are here to stay at least for the foreseeable future. And now people are starting to go out and purchase homes at the current interest rate and locking in those prices, and then watching for the rates to ease up and have an opportunity to refinance in the future. So go find a home and negotiate, decide what is important to you to negotiate, and then go out there and buy a home at the current interest rate and lock in those prices. If you are a seller, it's more and more important now that you have your home ready to sell, to put out there on the market. A couple of years ago, you could just put up a sign in your yard, leave the home however it was, and people were knocking down the door to try to come and buy the property. Well, that isn't the case anymore. And we're hearing buyers say things, because the interest rates are so high, the home that I buy better be the home that I want, it better be in the condition that I want, or there needs to be some available negotiation. So if we want to protect our list price, we want to have the home ready to sell and remove as much opportunity for negotiation as we can as far as the condition of the home. Number two, we want to price the home right and price it ahead of the market. We need to see where the market is trending, where we are, and we want to price it. If the market is trending down, we want to price it ahead of the market. We don't want to price it high if the market is trending down, because that means that we will sit on the market longer, we will have to do a price reduction, and if we're way too high as we come down and the home doesn't go under contract, people are going to start to wonder what's wrong with the home, even if there's nothing wrong with the home. So we want to have the home ready, we want to price it right and ahead of the market. And number three, we need to be prepared for negotiation. People are more particular now about repairs, buyers are, and there are fewer buyers out there in the market because of the higher interest rates. So if you are wanting to or needing to sell your home, you're going to need to be prepared to negotiate on price or on seller contribution or on repairs if you're going to have your home available to sell in this market. Now, this most of the time when we sell our home, we're going to go and buy something else. So the rules that apply to, or the suggestions that apply to buyers will be to the benefit of sellers after they've sold their home and gone and bought the market, gone out and bought their new home. One thing to always remember as a rule of thumb, people like to buy low and sell high, but if you're trying to do that in the same market, you're probably not going to sell your home high and then buy a home low. You're going to sell your home at whatever the market bears, and you're going to buy a home in the same market at whatever the market bears. So the advantages you get in selling will carry over to buying and vice versa. So that's my update for this month. The market is shifting. We will keep you apprised of what's going on with recommendations about what's the best thing to do. If you have questions about your particular home, your particular neighborhood, or about the market in general, and want to see what is the best thing for you to do at this point, feel free to give me a call at 469-446-0234. You can email me at mikepray2@gmail.com. If you're watching this on social media, you can message me and we can discuss what is the best thing for you to do and how should you go forward. Once again, happy fall, everyone. I hope you're getting ready as we're moving into the holiday season. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and it's still a good time to go out there and buy and sell real estate. So look forward to talking to you next month, and everybody have a great month. Bye-bye.